हमारे साथ है जाहिद भाई जो हमारे आज के गाइड है। जाहिद भाई हमें बताएंगे यहाँ पे कौन से रैप्टर्स मिलते हैं और यहाँ की बेस्ट सीजन क्या है।
ये पूरा लिटिल रन ऑफ कच्छ है। ये 5000 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर एरिया है। यहाँ बेस्ट सीजन नवंबर अक्टूबर से स्टार्ट होता है। नवंबर दिसंबर जनवरी बेस्ट सीजन होते हैं और बहुत माइग्रेटिव बर्ड्स भी आते हैं। पेरिग्रीन फाल्कन्स वो सऊदी अरब से आते हैं और ईगल्स, इंपीरियल ईगल्स, स्टेप ईगल्स और आउल्स और फ्लेमिंगोस, पेलिकन्स, बहुत सारे माइग्रेटिव बर्ड्स रहते हैं। और ये सब लेक है, इसमें बहुत सारे माइग्रेटिव बर्ड्स रहते हैं। और यहाँ पूरा मार्शी लैंड भी है और ड्राई एरिया भी है।
कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जाहिद भाई, यहाँ पे लैंड एनिमल्स कौन से मिलते हैं।
मैन एनिमल्स तो वाइल्ड एसिस है और दूसरा नाइट एनिमल्स में हाइनास, फॉक्स, डेजर्ट फॉक्स, इंडियन फॉक्स और जैकल भी है।
सो यहाँ पे नॉक्टर्नल एनिमल्स काफ़ी है एंड दिस प्लेस इज ऑल्सो फेमस फॉर वाइल्ड एस जो खाली इंडिया में ही मिलते हैं।
पूरे वर्ल्ड में इधर ही मिलते हैं,
सिर्फ इंडिया में और यहीं पे मिलते हैं, आपको देखना है।
During the monsoon season, Little Rann of Kutch gets connected with Gulf of Kutch. The underwater table of Kutch is filled with salt water. After the water recedes in October, the natural climate conditions allow evaporation of water, leaving only the salt crystals. Salt panning is a crucial seasonal activity here as it produces majority of India's inland salt. As soon as we started the safari, the first sighting was the Indian wild ass, which is the main attraction of LRK. The Indian wild ass, also called as Gudkhar in Gujarati. It is currently listed as near threatened. Once they existed in India, Pakistan, Afghanistan and Iran. However, it is today restricted only to Gujarat's Little Rann of Kutch. During the outbreak of South African horse sickness between 1950s to 1960, their number had reduced to just 362 and they were classified as endangered. However, due to conservation by Gujarat forest authorities, the number is rising slowly and currently at around 6,082 as per 2020 census. Today, they suffer from habitat loss and degradation due to salt activities. This wild ass subspecies is quite different from the African wild ass species. The coat is usually sandy but varies from reddish grey to pale chestnut. The Indian wild ass gazes between dawn to dusk and feeds on grass, leaves and fruits of plant and saline vegetation. Moving ahead, we saw a huge flock of flamingos gathered in thousands of numbers. It was a spectacular view to watch flamingos ranging from light pink to bright red color. Flamingos adopt the color due to the beta carotene obtained from their food supply. Hence, a well-fed, healthy flamingo is more vibrantly colored and a white or pale flamingo is usually unhealthy or malnourished. Flamingos feed on shrimp and blue-green algae, as well as insect larvae and small insects, making them omnivorous. Their bills are specially adapted to separate mud and slit from the food they eat, and are uniquely used upside down. Flamingos have poor sense of taste and no sense of smell. Flamingos are very noisy, grunting or growling to nasal honking. Vocalizations play an important role in parent-chick recognition, ritual display and keeping large flock together. This flock will soon depart on the arrival of monsoon. Moving away from the flamingos, we saw a small colony of Dalmatian pelicans and great white pelicans. Great white pelicans, also known as rosy pelicans, breeds in shallow freshwater lakes. Pelican mainly eats fish but are opportunistic to feed on young ones of other birds. They need approx 2 kgs of fish every day, for which they can dive up to 6 meters underwater. Pelican leaves early in the morning and may fly over 100 kilometers in search of food. Pelican's pouch serves simply as a scoop. When it gulps the fish along with water, the pouch contracts and water pours out while the fish remains in its large bill.
Moving ahead, we saw a colony of common terns along with Caspian terns. Caspian terns are larger than common terns and have black legs, while the other have orange-red legs and black cap over their head. Common terns nest on any flat, poorly vegetated surface close to the water, including beaches and islands. Eggs and young ones are vulnerable to predation by rats and large birds, including gulls, owls, and herons. The common tern is an agile flyer capable of rapid turns and swoops, hovering, and vertical takeoff. During migration, common terns fly at a height above 1000 meters. However, during non-migration, it flies at a level lower than 100 meters. Pied avocet, named after the shape of the bill, avocet in Latin means bent or curved backwards. In Gujarat, it is called as ulti chach. Avocets use their bill to sweep water from side to side when feeding in the brackish or saline wetlands. Males tend to have longer, straighter bills than the females. Pied avocets have most part of their body covered by white feathers with black patches. Their diet consists of aquatic insects and other small creatures. They nest on the ground in loose colonies. The pied avocet is the emblem of the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds. In a large colony, they are aggressively defensive and chase off any other species of birds that try to nest among them or near them. Black-headed stork is a large waded bird whose height extends up to 59 inches and wingspan stretches up to 91 inches. Male and female are identical, except that the male have brown iris while females have a yellow irises. They are classified as near threatened and available in Indian subcontinent, Southeast Asia and Australia. In North India, it is visible in the West and Central India and rarely visible in Peninsular India or Sri Lanka. Black-necked stork flies with the neck outstretched, not retracted like a heron. Asian population is estimated to be reduced up to merely 1,000, while in Australia it is estimated to be between 20,000 to 30,000. They are threatened by habitat destruction, draining of shallow wetlands, disturbance at nests, overfishing, pollution, collision with electricity wires, and hunting.